Hey, fellow mathers. Before we get into this episode, we want to share with you how you can get access to free content, professional learning that will keep your students engaged and doing the math that matters. Get ready to go to this link, mathisfigureoutable.com/challenge.
That's right. Registration is open for the free Math is Figure Outable Challenge that's starting May 15th and runs to the 17th at 7 p.m. Central. We're going to have 3 nights jam packed with learning and routines that you can take straight to your classroom.
In these challenges, we have a great time. We do some math, talk about classroom experiences, give away super cool bonuses and prizes. You won't just walk away with routines that are naturally engaging and encourage your students to think mathematically. You'll also have a chance to win over 6K worth in prizes, including a few virtual PD sessions for your school. I'll be joined by my wonderful co host Kim and special guest Jenna Labe.
You can register at mathisfigureoutable.com/challenge for a fantastic learning experience. That's mathisfigureoutable.com/challenge. Now on to the show.
Hey, fellow mathematicians. Welcome to the podcast where math is figure outable. I'm Pam.
And I'm Kim.
And this episode is a Math Strat Chat episode. What is Math Strat Chat? Well, every Wednesday evening, I throw out a math problem on all the social media, and people from around the world chat about the strategies they use. We love seeing everyone's thinking.
Okay, y'all, this Wednesday, our math problem was 5 1/4 divided by 3. How would you solve this problem? Go ahead and pause the podcast and solve the problem any way you want. The problem is 5 1/4 divided by 3. Solve it and then come on back to hear how Pam and I solved it.
All right, so Kim, I'm going to ask you to go first today. How are you thinking about 5 1/4 divided by 3?
Okay, so 5 1/4, I think about, well, it's fourths. And so I know 5 wholes is going to be 20/4 plus another fourth. So that's 21/4. So I wrote down 21/4. And I know that 21 divided by 3 is 7. So 21/4 is going to be 7/4.
Got it. Because you're thinking about 21 things divided by 3 is 7 of those things.
Yep.
And in this case, it was fourths. So
Yep.
7/4. Nice.
Yep.
Nice. I like it. Super straightforward. Makes sense. And I can see your reasoning. Cool. So I decided to take a little bit of a partitive approach where I was thinking about literally sharing. So 5 1/4 divided by 3, I thought about like maybe 5 1/4 brownies. Say, I don't know, we're hanging around after a party and there's 5 brownies and a quarter of a brownie and there's 3 of us and we're hungry and we're like, hey, let's split those evenly. So if we were going to do that, I think we would probably start by giving everybody a brownie, right? Because there's 3 of us, there's 5 1/4 brownies. So if I gave everybody a brownie, then everybody has 1 brownie so far. And we have 2 1/4 brownies left. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
So with those 2 1/4 brownies left, I was thinking, well, then we might say, let's cut up those 2 brownies into halves and give everybody a half. So far, everybody has a brownie and a half of a brownie. And we've sort of used up 3, and the first ones are 3, and then another 1.5. So it's like 4.5 brownies are gone. And we just had 5 1/4. So we still have a half a brownie and a quarter of a brownie left. Can you picture that? Half and a quarter. That's like 3/4. We have a half a brownie and a quarter of a brownie left. It's 3/4. So if I split up those 3/4, but to those 3 people, they each get a quarter. So far, each of us has gotten a whole brownie, a half a brownie, and a quarter of a brownie, and that's 1 1/4 or 1 3/4 brownies.
Nice.
1 3/4 of a brownie.
Can I tell you something? That
Yeah.
when you said you were going to think of it as sharing,
Yeah.
and you were talking about the 3 people, I looked at the numbers that I had written and I was like, oh, Kim, you're an over person. You love to over.
Oh.
So what if it had been 6 brownies divided by 3 people? Then everybody would have gotten 2, but we don't have 6. We have 3/4 less than 6.
I'm not following you. Say that again. What are
So
you starting from?
yeah, if it had been 6 divided by 3,
Oh, because the problem, okay, so hang on. The problem's 5 1/4 divided by 3.
Yeah.
But you're like, what if we had 6 divided by 3? All right, finally follow you. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, then everybody would be getting 2 brownies.
Okay.
But we don't have 6. We only have 5 1/4 brownies.
Uh-huh.
So we have 3/4 less than the 6 brownies.
Uh-huh.
So since there are 3 people, each of those people like basically has to give back a quarter if they had gotten 2 brownies.
Uh-huh.
So then I would get the same 1 3/4 that you got when you were thinking about
nice
your brownie.
over. Oh, I really like that. That was fun.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right, cool. So we can't wait to hear your strategies, listeners. I wonder if your strategy was like one of the ones that we talked about here or something entirely different. Represent your thinking and then take a picture of it and share it with us and tell the world on social media. While you're there, check out and comment on what other people did.
And tag me on Twitter at PWHarris or Instagram PamHarris_math, or look for Math is Figureoutable on Facebook. And make sure you check out the next Math Strat Chat problem. We post every Wednesday around 7, 8 Central Time, sometime when I get around to it, and pop back here to hear what we're thinking about the problem. Y'all, we love having you as part of the Math is Figureoutable movement. Help us spread the word that math is figureoutable. Thank you for listening and making math more figureoutable.
To learn even more, make sure you register for our free challenge at mathisfigureoutable.com/challenge. You are not going to want to miss the evenings of May 15th through 17th, starting at 7 p.m. Central.
Math teaching, go register now. That's mathisfigureoutable.com/challenge. Join us to make math more and more figureoutable. And if you can't join live, register and we'll send you access to the recordings. We'll see you there.